Manchester United, West Brom this weekend on Sunday, just looking to cement that place in second position, which does look for Manchester United as though it's pretty much done and dusted, to be honest. After the good win against Manchester City, it is pretty much guaranteed Manchester United, for me, that second position, which is great news. Now, obviously West Brom jabbing right near the bottom of the Premier League, probably going to get relegated this season, so we will obviously have to wait and see. But Manchester United at home, Manchester United got to be looking to win this game, even if there's not much to play for on this game. Places are probably up for grabs for that FA Cup semi-final next weekend, which you would think that Jose Mourinho should be now turning his attention to that semi-final over this game, because this is more dead rubber for Manchester United. But he can't rest too many players because West Brom need the points as well, and it's unfair on the other teams around the bottom if West Brom come and win against Manchester United if he rotates way too much. So I wouldn't expect that, but whatever team Jose Mourinho goes for should be strong enough to beat this West Brom team anyway, even if we do rotate and bring in the likes of Martial, Rashford, who haven't started so many games of late. They're still top quality players for Manchester United, and probably better than anything that West Brom can offer Manchester United hopefully on the day, and Manchester United can comfortably beat these and just keep the momentum going into that semi-final of the FA Cup, because I personally think that you need to keep that momentum going. It's not always easy when you've got nothing to play for in the league, and then you're going into a cup game when you want to be really at it in the cup game and playing against difficult opposition, and in the league you're just a bit laboured, you're not trying as hard because you obviously haven't got anything to play for, which can be a problem. It didn't become a problem last year when we just were trying to win that Europa League and we were fucking games off in the league left, right and centre. It didn't affect us then, but I've seen in the past the likes of Bayern Munich and PSG have won their leagues at canter, and then they've gone into Champions Leagues and they've been a bit laboured because they've not been putting the total 100% effort in the league, and then getting up for a big Champions League game, it's like, wow, we've just been coasting in the league, and it's not always easy to do, to get up for them games quite as easy as you've been, because you've been coasting for a few weeks. And so what sort of team do I think Jose Mourinho will go for? Well, I think he'll probably rotate a little bit, but not too much. Probably keep David De Gea in goal. Obviously Romero's injured, so he probably won't participate in that semi-final of the FA Cup. He has been in the FA Cup all season, but he probably won't. He could go with Joel Pereira, but I'm not too sure he will for this one. And he definitely won't for that FA Cup semi-final, because this is the last chance to win any silverware. Now, probably be Valencia. I would say Ashley Young should be given a rest for this one if he's going to play him against Tottenham next weekend. I would put Luke Shaw in there, and then he'll probably keep Eric Bailly and Chris Smalling, but he could go with Rojo in there, and whether Phil Jones is fit, just give some fresh legs in there to other players. Then whether he goes for a midfield three, Scott McTominay, Matic and Pogba. Now he could choose to rotate, keep Herrera in the team as well. We will have to wait and see. McTominay could well come back into the fold in this game. Didn't play a lot of minutes in that last game against Manchester City, but we do have a whole week to prepare for this Tottenham game, so it's not like when we were in the Europa League we were having only a few days because it was on the Thursday. We've got till next Saturday or Sunday, whenever we next play, to play. I think it's next Saturday when we play Tottenham. We've got nearly a whole week to prepare for that game, so it's not too bad for Manchester United in that sense. Now, in the forward line, I'm hoping he goes for Martial, Rashford and Lukaku in the team, just to freshen it up a bit. We're bringing Martial in. We can rest Sanchez for this one, for that game against Tottenham next weekend, because he's going to be vital for Manchester United going into that game. He's performing a lot better than he was a few weeks ago. He's starting to find his feet here. He's going to go for Lukaku up front. I'm pretty sure about it. He's not going to rotate and put Rashford or Martial up front, I don't think. There was talks that he was ill after that Manchester City game, but I think that's blown over. I think if we do get to the FA Cup final though, and the last couple of weeks, he may choose to rotate and leave Lukaku on the bench maybe for a game or two here or there, but I think he's still going to keep pretty much a fairly strong team for now, just in case if we don't get to the FA Cup final, then it doesn't really matter, but a lot of people want to see maybe one or two youngsters given the opportunity in these games. We will have to wait and see. The Premier League under 23s, the Premier League 2, is coming to a close. Manchester United looking like they're going to get relegated, so we could potentially see maybe Chong given a run out in the last couple of games of the season, maybe if he hasn't got any other games in the youth team. Anyway, West Brom, poor side for me, bottom of the league. Alan Pardew rightly sacked as manager there, so can't see them getting much out of the game. I'm going to go for Manchester United winning this game. I'm going to predict Manchester United 2, West Brom 0. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.